All right, everyone. Welcome to Zeos' first 4K video, and I'm practicing on this one so I could do that one in 4K. And it's difficult now because then there's address labels and shit. So what time is it? 17:45. Let's start with this. Ta-da! A lot of these bags. I failed. How does it feel failing in 4K? So I'm gonna fold these up nice and nice. Let's take those on downstairs. So, Wi-Fi. Now, I've been told a lot of things to do because my Wi-Fi is garbage. And I'm not listening to any of them. I have Ubiquity stuff. When I was in my old apartment, I had two Ubiquity access points. One in one apartment and one near the other apartment, but I couldn't like drill it across the ceiling because it's fuck it. And then when I moved here, I had just those two. Now I have those two in the basement and then two big outdoor ones, which do a decent job outside. The problem is in here still suffers because those are both in the basement. There's no access points in this floor. So I had someone tell me, oh, you need to just get this mesh set up. And I looked at the mesh and it's by Evi. I don't know, Amazon apparently owns them, but they still make their own shit. And then I'm like, well, I already have all this Ubiquity stuff. I could sell it, but I'm like, I just want to replace everything. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the more expensive indoor access point, which is the one I'm unboxing right now. Pasta, this is the Pro access point, the UAP-AC Pro US. And I'm going to mount this under here. So I'm just going to go along and pull out one of these drawers. I'm going to drill a hole into the basement on that side. I'm going to drill down, find where the thing comes out, run a cable up here, because all these are PoE, which means you only need to run one wire. You just need to run that thing. Cat 5, Cat 6, Cat 7, Cat 8. You plug this in the basement, and then it puts power through the Cat 5, and then you plug this into your router and you're good to go. Just like I have the ones currently, but the ones downstairs are both smaller ones. And the fact that they're both in the basement still and there's ones up here and it just keeps switching and can't figure out which one to do. Here's mounting hardware. Is sort of like an annoyance. I kind of just want to throw things away. So this is this goes here. I hate that these are a weird plug though. So yeah, the Evu would have been like $600 to get the $600 fucking setup, and they don't have outdoor units. So I would have just been relying on the indoor units reaching out outdoors, and I'd rather have actual fixed outdoor units. And I'm too OCD to run mismatching mesh network with Ubiquity. I don't want it. I don't want any of that. So I decided to give Ubiquity one last chance. And I bought this bigger, better, stronger, faster, built to hurt access point, which should, if I mount it under this table here, under the marble, touch the corners of the house, as the house is not that big as far as like scale goes. Especially if you put it dead center. And if you're in the fucking mezzanine, you'll probably get Wi-Fi right underneath it. I don't know how Wi-Fi will be in the basement, but it should also just allow it to go 1, 2, 3 points. So this, does this unscrew? Wait, there's a little tab. But you gotta stick, I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to do that. They give you this little slot here. If you ever want to steal this off the ceiling, you have to stick a fucking something in there that will then lift this up so that you unlock. I could barely do it, and I'm holding it in my fucking hands. And then it will rotate, and then it pops off. So good luck if you're an installer getting in through that slot to lift that thing. That's just dumb. Anyway, there's that. There's this. Where is the actual... Here's the knockaway plug in case you don't want to come up through the back. Did I just break that off, or does that stick in there? That sticks in there. So this whole thing has to come up in some way. I don't know how anything works. How does anything even work? We'll figure this out later. Today was the day I got my hair cut by an 86-year-old ex-Navy officer's barber. John, he did a good job. He did a damn good job. I was a little bit scared. Some pee came out when the straight razor came out, but... So how you know, like noticing the textures? Because I know, here's the thing, the reason I'm trying 4K, oh my God, is that the heat of this unit? No, it's just my forehead. because I know the GoPro just told me it's gonna like kill the battery murder balls fast. I don't remember buying these brushes. That's weird. Did it come with those? Anyway, it looks like all these will fit. These are specifically purchased. Ready? I'm gonna go, oh, I don't have the drill up here to do it. Anyway, there was a video of someone detailing the inside of their car, and they had like a poofy like makeup, like brush, that had a wooden handle, that the guy jammed the wooden handle into the fucking chuck of his drill. And then he went into his interior, sprayed detail spray, went brrr, and fucking just spun the fuck out of it into all his little cracks and crevices. And it did an amazing job of cleaning his interior of his car. Like it just fudzed up and sudsed up, and then he just wiped it down, and it was fucking perfect. So this was the cheapest set, like $6, and it had the only one that had looked like soft enough bristles. These are certainly fucking soft enough. Those are real soft. I think there's like milk paint brush. So these are all the right size. It looks like I can get all of them probably on that one too, if that's a 1/2-inch chuck. Might have to get a bigger drill chuck, but this should work, and I'll be able to detail my car with just fucking power tools. And I guess I'll use these to brush things off of like my equipment downstairs. So that's what that is. These are the worst envelopes. Tear here. I'm gonna listen to them, because if you don't, these envelopes are great and terrible. And they're great in the fact that they are made completely recycled. But the softness of it is not made by like bubble wrap, which is plastic. The softness of it is instead made by like recycled just fucking pollen. I hesitate to even save it. Okay, so back to the working on hanging myself upside down to straighten my back thing. Of course, that hasn't gone away. It's just modified. These are Demoose ab straps. And if you look online at how these things work, if you click the link in the description, which Pasta will provide, you will see that these sort of work like this. You're supposed to do these with your arms. Wow, this is a really good carabiner. Holy shit. That's like legit. I got it in this color pattern because it was literally $8 less than the next one, which was like all black. No one wants the Superman colors. It was like $16. No more bull, Demoose. So you hang these from a bar, and then you're supposed to put your arm through it like this, and then you grab it like this, and you're supposed to hang your like upper body off of it. But someone says buy these for you, like just to put wrap them around the back of your calves and just bend your leg and do that. So I'm willing to try anything for $1, or in this case, $16. So we'll try those out. They're very nicely built and comfortable. At least they're comfortable when I hold them in my fucking... Did I kick the water? Don't kick the water. That's a trait that everyone who's ever visited my old apartment or here kicks the water at some point. Ah, Dickies. I think these are Dickies. So I have a problem with pants. No, I have a problem with underwear, and I have a benefit that is pants. So I don't wear any underwear. That's, I don't know, I go commando since April 2018. It's probably why I succeed. So just think about that. Let that rattle around in your head, because you got to be free, man. Man, I got to be free. And when I go out, I want to still be like nice and comfy. This is a TMI. Who cares? We're in 4K. Anyway, I have a gray set of these Dickies, and they look like painter's pants, but they're nice and thin, and they're tie up, and they're elastic, so they don't quite look like you're a slob and wearing nothing but sweatpants, but they're so thin and breathable, and I don't know why I had to include the part about me living commando lifestyle, but you know, that's just what I do. And these are some of the, I have a gray pair that I wear to death, so I'm gonna wash these. And I got them a size larger than I usually wear, because I want them to be really loose, because they tie up just fine. And I don't want anything binding, you know, in there. So yeah, those Dickies pants, a possible link. If you are a person who likes to lounge around, but don't want to quite look like you've given up on life and gone sweatpants, those. These. Someone linked these on a live stream. While I was live streaming, I was talking about the projection screen, which I built out of 1-inch PVC, and they're like, did you see these snap clamps that are on Amazon for super fucking cheap? And apparently these things are, and I think it was like $9 for a 10-pack. These are specifically designed plastic things that just clasp around 1-inch PVC. Well, they come in different sizes. And what you could do is, if you built like a greenhouse or something, you would just buy a fuckload of these, and you would just put fabric around your 1-inch pipe, and they go clip, clip, screen material, whatever you want to build out of it. In fact, one of the things on my to-do list, pasta. Could you link the to-do list chat on Telegram for my live streams? It's either under my video bubble on Twitch, or you can just ask me for it, or you're in there and I think you're a mod, so you can just get the invite link. But anyway, on my to-do list is build a screen insert for the downstairs basement door, because my downstairs basement door opens in, there's no way to put a screen there. But if I built a screen out of PVC, if I built a frame out of PVC, 1-inch PVC, I can then just take the screen material, which just happens to be sitting over there, cut it bigger than the frame, and then just go whoop and clasp around it. And then I could just install that into the doorway, so that when I'm in the basement and the springtime or fall, probably not winter, probably not summer, I could just have that door open for airflow, put a fan behind it or something, and not have mosquitoes and every other giant fucking thing coming in. So these, super useful. We're actually 3D printing what we're going to use for the projection screen, because it has to have special tabs and has different things. So let's keep going. We're really customizing the ones we've made. We made like 50 something of them. Here is, oh, here's an interesting one. So I have an X Duo. You know what? No, Aoun, my bad, not X Duo, Aoun. It's an Aoun fucking, it's a desktop player? Stream, I don't think it's a streamer. Is it a streamer? Whatever, it literally takes an SD card. Not a micro SD, it's got a big fucking slot in the front, and it'll hold whatever, and you hit next track, and it's a DAC, or it can output to a DAC, and it's a portable, not even portable, it's a fucking desktop like music station. And I haven't reviewed it since my old apartment. It's been sitting around for fucking ever. And so now I'm gonna review it, because I bought the largest reputable SD card, which is only 256 gigs. It was like $34. I was hoping there would be like, you know, when it gets really small, you think it's get more expensive. You figure like the giant one would be like, oh, 2 terabytes, fucking here you go, 80 bucks. But no one's using full-size SD cards. Everything's gone micro, which I'm not gonna bother taking this out because I'll fucking lose it. Everything's gone micro. So the micro stuff is cheaper than the full-size stuff now because of that. And it's just something in my head said, this is an SD card slot, I want to use an SD card. It's the same thing on my Zoom recorder. As an SD card slot, I use a 16 gig SD card. Because you know how much audio you can record in a 16 gig SD card? A lot, in high bit rate. Oh, pasta, it arrived. This is probably the replacement one. One of these got lost in the mail. And I don't know why or where, but, and I don't know how I even got to it, because this is a miniature cricket bat. In fact, what is it called? This is called a Yugi Mini Autograph Cricket Bat, natural wood, 15 inches. And it's a little miniature cricket bat, so it's not the full-size cricket bat. I don't know, for some reason I was looking at cricket bats. Oh, we saw this girl who was camming, and she had a big ass. I'm like, I'd love to slap that girl's ass with a cricket bat. And I looked them up, and they were like $60, $70 for a good one. And so this for 15 bucks, and I'm like, that'll still whack ass pretty good. So that's what I bought it for. And it's called a signature one because you're supposed to have like your favorite cricket players sign it. And I'm just like, that's dumb. Nobody watches cricket. Of course, everyone watching this unboxing is from international. And all right, if you watch cricket, why? And don't you think this will be adorable to slap someone in the ass with? I'm probably gonna finish this wood though. It's literally just natural wood. So I'm gonna give this a nice sanding. It's definitely got some imperfections and some like bits that could be made improved. I'll probably take this label off. I do like it's like a heat shrinked rubberized handle, but that's definitely gonna discipline somebody or something. I'm not gonna say who. And what are we doing? Oh God, I guess I could open this. This is the last thing before I get to those, because 15 minutes is now the limit on unboxings since Pasta's going every other day. Although frankly, I think the unboxing channel could probably stay every day. I don't know, do you guys like the new format, or you want to go back to every day? Because I felt like it was like there's always a Zeos product all the time. Although I guess I could just reverse it with my main channel. Like if I put out a video on the main channel, that's the day you skip. Would be evens and odds. So here we go, another fucking foot pump. I'm just gonna toss this into the fucking pile because no one's gonna use it, because I bought another giant yoga ball. Same brand as I bought for the basement, in black. The Tri-Deer, the more expensive one. because everyone complains there's no place to sit. And every time someone, oh, where's the ball? The ball's in the bedroom. Every time someone shows up to my house and they see a like 35-inch, 40-inch yoga ball, their first reaction is, can I sit on that? And I let them, because why the fuck wouldn't I? I'm a good guest. I mean, it's not like I got a couch or anything for them to sit on. So, oh God. I'm gonna have to go downstairs. See, they say this is black. This looks very silver to me. Or like gunmetal. It's definitely more gunmetal than black. So this one will be, and you know what I've actually done? I fucking brought this into the shower. I brought the pink one of mine into the shower and just sat on it and washed my hair like they do in Japan when you watch any anime, and it's like they're sitting on that little stool and they're washing their hair. Because my shower's got like a bench, but it's a tile bench. And it ain't a heated tile bench. And let me tell you, tile is fucking cold. And my testicles tend to exist. So, like, I don't sit on that bench. I've warmed it up by pointing the nozzle at it for like 5 minutes. So I just brought the fucking ball chair into the shower, and it's fantastic. Like, you just sit in it and you're just like, oh, just bounce it around. And you can put your foot up on it. You obviously have to have a giant shower. Please do not attempt this. If you live in my old apartment, do not attempt this. But if you have a giant one, go for it. And I'm sure once the borders open up, there'll be other reasons to have a giant ball in the shower. Giggity. Just don't slip on it, because it gets covered in soap, and then it's just like, ha 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 ha. Anyway, that's the end of this unboxing. It's not bad. What was it, 17 minutes? I'm gonna see how big this 4K file is, make sure my computer can read it, and then it's time to unbox that shit together, because that makes sense.